Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chicago Bears. The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. On second down, a run with Herbert. And this will be a Bears first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Easy.
On first and 10, it's Herbert. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Herbert once more. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Herbert powering up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 44 yards rushing for him now on the opening drive of this NFC title game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Herbert. Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A handoff for Herbert. And running with power here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 25 yards. And the Bears have struck first in this NFC title game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Well, a heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Going to run again here with Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and a couple. Running right, it's Pollard. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will have a Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now Prescott going to change the play. 2nd down, Pollard again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 3rd down and 7. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, we've got start sells a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's pulled in at the 32. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Second and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Pollard going to try the right side. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 10.
Again, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's fought from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Left side to Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Kill! 47!
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that'll be caught. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
They'll run. Here's Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Herbert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 8. They'll run left with Pollard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Cowboys 24, Bears 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Don't jump.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, first and 10. Here's Herbert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. He's across midfield. And some room to run now. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 7.
Here we go, son.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the option right is Fields. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just past the 25. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
First down, and it's Pollard again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Now Cook running right, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalvin Cook, 49 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, Sonny.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.